Hello, welcome to lesson 59, estimating arithmetic answers. As I've mentioned earlier, I love estimating because it takes out some of the work and you can give answers pretty quick than if you have to go through each individual digit. And so I like to estimate when I'm wondering if if I've figured out the right answer, or if I'm in the store and I want to know a rough ballpark of what I'm spending. In this situation, our first one is they want to estimate 369 and 512, its sum. And so I could add this all up each individually, no problem there. But if I'm really wanting to be fast and having an idea of what the amount is, I can estimate. And so our first thing is I'm going to round it to something that's much more manageable. 396 rounds beautifully up to 400. It's very, very close to that number. 512, I would not round up because 12 is so close to 500. So I would say I would round it down to 500. And then I add these two together, and I can estimate that these two numbers are going to be about 900. It'll be in the ballpark of 900. And if I'm on a math test and I'm adding these, I can do an quick estimate to see if I'm in the right neighborhood for my answer. Our next example is estimate the product of 72 and 5. I love how Saxon throws this in because they want you to understand that a factor times a factor equals a product. And so we're looking at this and going, what they're wanting to do, this is a multiplication. When they throw in the word, what's the product, that cues us that we are working with multiplication. And so we're gonna go, I can say 72 times 5, which can be done, but where it's an estimate, do I need the exact numbers? No. So I'm going to go this direction. I am going to round 72 to 70. A word of caution, it is not a great idea in this situation to round 5 at 5. Because it will throw your number off and you will not be in the ballpark of where you need to be. So what you need to do is keep your 5, 70 multiplied by 5. We know that 5 times 0 is 0, and we know 5 times 7 is 35. And so we have an idea that this answer is going to be about 350. Our final problem is Tawanda multiplied, she wanted to do an estimate of 365 times 7. And so she did a estimate of this, and she was doing a great job. She went 365, she rounded it up to 400, and then multiplied by 7. Now, the question is this. Her estimated answer, is it going to be more than the actual answer or less than the actual answer? This is what we've got to work out. I initially am going to say that it's more because she's rounded this number up. But let's check. I know 7, let's give our actual answer. 7 times 5 is 35. Put my 5 down here, put my 3 over the 10. 7 times 6 is 42, plus 3 is 45. Put my 5 there, put my 4 over the 100. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 4 is 21. I have to think about this, guys. 2,555. Let's see what our what Tawanda estimated. 7 times 0 is 0, 7 times 0 is 0. Don't you just love that? And then 7 times 4 is 28. So her estimate was 2,080. The actual amount was 2,555. So Tawanda needs to be aware of that. But it's helpful if you need to get a ballpark number in your mind quickly. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the practice set. We will do a lot more of these. Come join me.